Isn't that every city builder? Like, not to be a doofus? I like the Waterworld quotes. This game reminds me that Waterworld exists. Is farmland a city? There's a lot of city. You need farm to build a city. I mean, okay, sure. Currently, it's mostly a town with a lot of farmland, but like, there is other things. So this is Songs of Six. Songs of Six is a very, 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 very big city builder. It's currently wintertime and there's snow everywhere and it's all beautiful. This is my inventory. We have orcs and dwarves living here. I need to make the orcs a little happier. They're kind of pissed at me right now. They want to be allowed more clothes. And you know what? I don't have any. So, like, they should just deal with it. We are producing 5 clothes per day, but I'm assuming they want us to produce more clothes per day. So we're going to be working on clothing production today, probably. Clothing production and I guess also cloth production. I need to be turning more cotton into cloth. Because currently, yeah, that seems to be our bottleneck. Yeah, we need more cloth. So I need to find my weavers and we need to make more of them. This game also has annoyingly realistic pooping sounds. Don't forget to turn off Redeem a Dwarf. I would genuinely just believe that you guys would be nice enough to not redeem a dwarf, but thanks for reminding me. And if you do redeem a dwarf, I'll just laugh at you and be like, you wasted points anyways. All right, well, let's see. Change recipe. Swap you over to cloth. And where are my tailors? What happens when you don't play this game for a week? You're like, where the fuck did I put the thing? There's the really big tailor. I don't have any extra labor, though. Part of the problem. Let's lower the employment on a lot of my farms, increase their workload, but give me extra hands so that I can put them into the tailor. Crusader Kings, those are 2 completely different games. I mean, I was a fan of Age of Empires 1, but I played a little bit of the new one when it came out, but would I describe myself as a fan or somebody who plays those games actively? I don't really play RTS games. I play them a little bit privately for the novelty and then remind myself pretty quickly why I don't really play many RTS games, and then I stop playing them pretty quick. That's usually how it goes. I'm going to level up Weaver specialization as much as I can. I can now upgrade my Weaver again. We're going to increase the amount of output that Weaver has, and then we're going to speed up time. But no, I don't play Paradox games. Like, I just don't. I don't really have anything necessarily against them. I just don't play them. 3 ducks in a row? You can only redeem 1 duck per day, though. Incident has occurred. The 6 subjects will seek out a hospital, and there is 1 death. That's unfortunate. And I do have a physician. It's not quite a hospital, but injured people will go to the hospital. Also, chat room, thank you very much to everybody who's sticking around for this, by the way. And because I'm expecting the view count to drop and chat to get less, you know, talkity. Any kind of thing to keep the chat moving is appreciated right now. Although I'm going to go poke on Discord and tell people that we're streaming this, because some people might want to watch this. We'll see. I mean, I get the joke, but just know that you can't redeem more than 1 at a time, and other people will be competing with you, so good luck actually getting them. About to lose like 30 dudes from exposure. People homeless? Only 1. Guess I need more hearths, maybe. That or it's just a really really cold winter. I mean, I have weirdly obnoxious morals when it comes to the way I play games and the types of games I play. And when I say, like, obnoxious morals, I mean, like, if a game has, like, hundreds of dollars in DLC, I'm not gonna play it. Oh, I need to unlock the asylum, that's why I can't build it yet. Grab the asylum and we'll build that. Sims 4 makes you sad? I don't play games that have egregious business models. You know? I mean, it's the reason that you see me playing so many of these, like, repeatedly replayable, like, indie games and stuff, you know? Stuff like this. Games that are extremely fair with what they ask of the player to purchase and, give you a... What's the word? They're extremely fair with what they ask you to purchase and then give you a lot to do. Those are the types of games that I like, right? And when I look at Paradox games, it's like there's two things that I see about Paradox games, like, immediately. The first thing is they do not need my help. They are not really benefited by me streaming their game at all. They do not need it. They have plenty of people covering their games already. So my time is better spent elsewhere because there's games that need my time more. I'm not a huge creator, but I have an audience, and I would prefer to push my audience at things that I genuinely believe in than games where I'm like, well, this will make me money, right? And the way most creators in this industry think is, okay, what game will make me the most money? And they play that. They play that a lot. I don't operate that way, for better or for worse. And usually it just costs me a lot of money because I don't operate that way. I would make a lot more money if I didn't, but I like to sleep at night. And frankly, getting paid to play video games so that I can find people to pay me to play video games, or getting paid to play video games that don't benefit from my existence in the slightest, just doesn't feel good. I don't like that. I don't, so someone has to. Crimson Starfire. So, you know, it's how I run my business, and it is extraordinarily impractical. And quite frankly, to quote somebody who doesn't like me very much, business suicide. So, we'll see. Five games I would recommend spending money on besides DF. Songs of Six, Caves of Cud, Jupiter Hell, Cogmind, Odd Realm. Bought and refunded Against the Storm wasn't for you? Yeah, I know. I know literally nothing about that game, so. Oh, sure, Cheese Runner, but Cheese Runner's kind of I mean, yeah, I guess I would recommend Cheese Runner. It is a good meme, yes. What was the last game you had to play? Like, as in, like, the last game I got sponsored to play? Hold on, let me check. It's been so long, and I don't really do sponsored deals. I was hired by Jupiter Hell's publisher for a while to stream on their Twitch channel. I don't know if I'd necessarily consider that, because that was something I really wanted to do. Even though that whole deal fell apart in a burning ball of fire. Oh, Timberborn. Would have been the last one. The last sponsored deal that I did because I genuinely wanted to, was in Christmas 2021. Christmas Day specifically. And I got paid $45 to stream Earth Defense Force 5 for an hour. Yeah, I don't like Timberborn very much. I find it very, very boring. So that was a good $30. That was worth it. Timberborn I feel bad about promoting though, because I genuinely believe that game is really boring. Just doesn't do anything interesting, which is a shame. A lot of wasted potential in that game. Keep on trying to click the way War Fortress clicking works. The music in Timberborn's pretty great, though. Do I think I will play Phantom Brigade on stream again? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I really want to love that game, but I feel like I've seen all of it already, and I've played it for like 11 hours, and the game wants me to play for another 90, which I'm not certain I'm willing to do. I mean, I might, if it really jumps out at me and I decide I want to, maybe. But currently, no. Kentucky Fried Silent. I mean, it was a fun meme. Also, it was like really hard to engage chat during that. Also, Raccoon and Jino say hello. As well as Krista, but I don't think I said hi to you. Trying to think. I did a bunch of, like, when I was desperate for money, I did a bunch of odd sponsored deals for smaller games. One which is no longer available for sale on Steam, which I feel super weird about. I guess, like, the problem with, like, and this is why I feel weird about doing sponsored deals, is when you do sponsored deals, it's kind of like me flashing my merch on stream, you know? When I throw my merch on stream, people go, oh, I can buy this and support you, right? That is a method of supporting the streamer I like. And when I get paid to play a game, or if I get paid to play a game, it turns that game into that same kind of mentality, and that's like kind of the reason people pay people like me to play their games, right? It's because they know that their audience is going to jump and buy it because they know it's an easy way to support the streamer, right? But if I'm even slightly not sold on the game, I feel like shit about it for weeks. Or like if I feel like I do like the game and I feel like the developer wasted their money on me because maybe not many people bought it, or because the game didn't get a lot of reviews or something, or the game wasn't successful. Like, there was a deal I did ages ago for a thing where I was in the trailer for a game, and they paid me and my friends who were in it pretty well, right? We got to be in a trailer for a game. And that game sold like less than 1,000 copies, which means based on my idiot math, it cost them more to hire us to make that trailer than they made off of the game that they spent 8 months developing. And like, it was just a thing they wanted to make, and so that's fine. Like, they weren't like expecting the game to be a runaway hit success or anything, but I feel like garbage because of it. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just broken. I should be better at just taking other people's money, but like, You know, a lot of the more common sponsored stuff that people like streamers jump on are just like student projects or early betas that just want feedback and don't have any QA. And that also sucks because you're getting a game like 8 months early, your audience doesn't really want to watch it. The game's broken and buggy and they're just looking for feedback. It's like, go fucking just like get somebody on Reddit and pay them $10 and just get them to send you feedback. Like, that's way more helpful. It's like, I don't know. I just... And, like, if you stream a lot of... I guess, like, to bring this back around to the beginning of the conversation, like... If you stream a lot of, like, let's just say Paradox games, it's almost impossible not... And they will seek you out and be like, do you want this early? We will give it to you early. We will pay you to do it. It's a good moral philosophy that... It's a good moral philosophy for a certain type of audience member. Most people don't give a shit. And it costs me money, is what it does. I don't know what you mean by the once in a blue moon for some money thing, though. And also, like, sponsorship stuff is not once in a blue moon. If you focus your entire business model on that, you can get them a couple times a month pretty consistently. Yay, we're back up to a point where we're actually producing clothing again. Clothing number go up, yay! Oh no, clothing number go down. Oh god, clothing number go down! Clothing number, please! Fuck. At least we have cloth though, that's good. Fine clothing, tailor refined. There we go, let's grab the... higher level of tailors. Oh, I need metals for that. Okay, well, we've got metal inbound, which is good. Some metal, anyway. Assuming we're still selling wood. Yes, we are. Thing that I could sell en masse. How much do veggies sell for? 6. Yeah, I guess we could sell some veggies for a minute. Or, I've actually got quite a bit of furniture. Let's sell furniture for a little bit. If I can get some on the outbound, that'll make us quite a bit of money there. So see if it sells. You see, at this point, I don't need to do it. Right, Alex? Like, I don't. I am extraordinarily fortunate right now that chat is just keeping me funded. Like, I am extraordinarily fortunate in that, realistically, I don't need to do it. And I don't need to forgive myself for it or anything. I just don't need to do it. And there is no forgiving yourself for it. At least not for me. Like, it doesn't get better. Like, if I do that, it's just there, and it's just there forever. That's just kind of it. It's just there, and it's there forever. There we go. We finally have a fully stacked weaver. That's where we need it. Fully stacked and upgraded weaver. $496. Is this for sale? $500 for sale. Okay, let's lower the export level so we can start getting it into the warehouse again. Okay, we got 500 outbound. That's what I like to see. So I'm selling 500 furniture, which means this guy right here is buying my furniture. He's going to zip off in a second. This guy with the red hat. Buying all the furniture. When he leaves, we will get money. We got 32 steel inbound still, which might actually be from that first one. Looks like it wasn't because we actually have steel bought now, which means I can stop importing steel. I'm also going to export grain, actually. I'm not doing anything with the grain. Doesn't sell for like anything, but hey. See, here's the thing. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that there is any, like, feeling good about doing something that you feel terrible about. If you feel terrible about something, you just kind of feel terrible about something. There's no real making that better. Ah, Jesus, why did I just do that? It's a longhouse. Isn't that like a week or so ago that news popped? Suited? Yeah, I don't know. You keep on talking about it like it's just something I'll get used to, Alex. And this is a job that I've done for a very long time, and that's the part of it that I've never gotten used to. So, I guess I'm not totally sure what you're trying to communicate at this point. Let's just flatten that all off. Right, next thing that I need is tailors running at max capacity. I do actually have workers now. That one's working at max capacity. You're running at like minimum. Let's increase you. More like 70? Yeah, definitely not that far. Or definitely not 100 years. No, those are World War II. They're bringing out the World War II tanks. I know what those are specifically because I was reading about them recently because they're almost exactly the same size and similar weight to a Ford F-150, which is funny as hell to me. It's funny because there isn't that much digging in this game. Rev. Hello, Rev. How are you? Want to climb? Gist that I've gotten is nobody wants to go. That's also usually the case with wars. Nobody actually wants to take part in it except for the people that are telling people to take part in it. We're being hit by a drought, which means my next harvest is going to suck. This means we're not going to get as many veggies or anything. I'm still waiting for them to break out the chariots. You know, it's kind of funny, right? I know some people who complain in private about being really bent out of shape with streaming at times. And my biggest goal with streaming is to just make sure it never feels like a job. The second streaming becomes a job, it stops being fun. I've streamed for a number of years now, right? And the points that have been the hardest for me in my career are when I'm dedicating to games either in a sponsored format or in a format where I feel like I'm playing a game specifically because I know it will make me money. And when I don't want to play a game and I'm just playing a game because I feel like it's profitable, that's when I know that I need to stop and I need to do something else. Because, and that's the reason I play so much Dwarf Fort, is it doesn't feel like a job. I can just sit there and play Dwarf Fort all day, because I can always come up with something to do, and that game just entertains the fuck out of me. But so many people in this industry just see dollar signs, and they make it into a job. The reason, like, this job is special is because if you do it right, it's not a job. You see, like, that's the biggest lie ever, right? Alex for Alex, when you do what you love, it never really is work. Yes and no. I mean, I have no hobbies left, which is a curse, because I've turned every single one of my hobbies into an income source. But around the edges, I'm pretty good at making sure that the way I go about those hobbies is still ways that I enjoy. But, like, the general sentiment of, like, if you do what you love, it never becomes work. It's like, it's not true. It's absolutely work, but you have to work hard to make sure it doesn't feel like it. Otherwise, you will learn to hate what you love. Sure, yeah, balance is key. But, you know, it's also why, like, I willingly have stepped away from money my entire career in this. You know, I was talking to somebody over the weekend, and I was talking about TwitchCon, kind of explaining how TwitchCon works. And they were like, is that an all expenses paid trip? It's like, nope. No, when I go to TwitchCon, it costs me like $2,000. Maybe more. Every single time. Because Twitch doesn't cover any of it. And Twitch doesn't cover any of it, part one. And I don't put myself in a position where I would get an all expenses paid trip. I know people who've gotten all expenses paid trips to things like PAX and TwitchCon, but that's because they work with companies that are willing to pay people to show up. Is hiking a hobby? Yeah, it's the one hobby I have that isn't work, which is why you guys are never going to get a lot of camping content, even though some people really want it. But all of my in-house hobbies are income sources now. Records is sort of an income source. Streaming is an income source. Games is an income source. You've learned to hate a lot of stuff that you've loved throughout your life? Yep. Yeah. And you know, the number one, like, cause of people in this industry quitting, aside from their streams slowly becoming irrelevant, is burnout, right? And I don't know, maybe I'm just naive, but I like to think that there are people out there who have similar interest in games to me who will stick around. Generally, so far in my working life in this industry, that's been correct, but I'm sure one day it won't be. Right, so I have this tiny little asylum over here, which is rehabilitating. Like 5 dudes at a time. Hopefully we can make this number go down. It's so short though, Juicy. But yeah, it is real good for what it is. It is just too short. Kind of incredible to me that I still can't seem, even with this huge, like, weaver right here, I still can't seem to keep up with the cloth demand. Where are the clothes going? The orcs are claiming them. But the bottleneck is cloth. Hold on, Rev. I think, let's just make another weaver. Another large weaver. But yeah, that's forever just going to be my goal in this industry, is to just make sure I don't feel like I owe anybody anything, and make sure I don't feel like I'm misleading people. Which is coming back to why I don't play Paradox games. I don't want to feel like I'm misleading people. And a lot of those games feel like they're not directly misleading people, but certainly like coaxing people towards, you know, empty out your wallet. That just sucks. It's like, I get it. That's what games need to do to stay high budget and make money, but sucks. Really, that's all it is. It just sucks. I don't know if I would say I have a plan. I just know that there are certain games that I agree with their ethics, and I feel okay covering them. You know, Dwarf Fortress is one of them. Fortunately, there aren't many games like Dwarf Fortress. You know, where the creators kind of care about their own work-life balance and the amount they work, and the publisher kind of agrees with it, and they kind of want their game to be played by people, so they make it as accessible as possible, even if, like, you know, you maybe disagree with the like speed at which they develop, or whether or not their game is accessible. Like they do quite literally put it up for free, which to me is more than you could ask of most developers, right? Or like even a game like Jupiter Hell, where like the developer of that game's had so many opportunities to just like charge for DLC and shit, to the point where like parts of his community like beg him to charge for DLC, and he just says no. I'm like, no, it's not what he wants to do, and I respect that. And so few studios do that it's just, it's like, I get it. It's like people gotta eat, and people set themselves up for expansion, and people all have lofty goals, but maybe I just have an unreasonable amount of respect for people who don't have lofty goals. People who just are like, this is something I want to do. This is something I feel good about doing. This is something I want to do for an extended period of time. It's like, I've said this for years, but if I wanted to make all of the money in the world, I wouldn't be streaming video games on Twitch. I would have gone out and gotten a, I don't know, some sort of trade certificate and just gotten a real job. And yeah, like, I've been really successful in the last few months, but like, this is quite literally the first time in my entire life that I've had, you know, enough savings that I can say I feel financially stable. You know, I've never had any debt because I'm smart with my money, but becomes Tony Stark? That is extremely insulting. I don't know if you meant it that way, but ouch. Oh, could have become. I missed the could. I mean, no, because I would never have worked in... I would never work in any kind of military contracting or weapons distribution. Fuck the military. Started as one game, and then after the DLC Mountain, it's an entirely different game from what you purchased. Yeah, I don't know. I played like 6 hours of Stellaris and didn't like it, so... It's like another game I feel pretty good about, I just don't really enjoy the game, is Project Zomboid. It's just like, oddly enough, I feel pretty okay about No Man's Sky. Like, that is a game that they could have charged hundreds of dollars in DLC for, but they just keep adding cool shit to that game. It's like, it's not a game I want to play because it makes me motion sick as all fuck, but like, That's possibly one of the coolest redemption stories in games in recent memory. In my opinion, Stellaris should be 3 separate games. They should have, like, just made a new game a couple of times at this point. But, you know, I can't wait for City Skylines 2 to come out and for people to be like, what do you mean there's no day-night cycle? That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to City Skylines 2 coming out and, like, the vast majority of the features that are in the second one just aren't in the first one. Or or the vast majority of the features that are in the first one aren't in the second one. I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to that outrage. You know, I've heard conflicting reports from that. Are they moving away from Unity? Is that true? Because I don't actually know anymore. Like, I've heard some people say that they're moving away from Unity, but I've heard some people say that they're not. So I genuinely don't actually know. I heard that from somewhere too, but I don't know if that's actually true. Because I heard Unreal 4, I heard Unreal 5, and I heard that they're staying on Unity, and someone else said that they're moving to their own custom engine, so I don't know what they're doing. Wait, are they going onto their own engine? Well, so, I don't know. I've seen so many conflicting reports, I don't know what's true. Here's hoping. Yeah, well. But the ambiance of this game is great. $668 dudes in the space. Metalsmithing would be a waste right now. Masonry could be useful. Schooling could be useful. Industrial cotton farm optimizate. Don't really need that. Prepared meals could be useful. Canteen could be useful. Well, let's do that. Too many games? Yeah. Is your pop grown by 100? So population-wise, this game, all of its unlocks are focused on, like, population, and the last unlock is at 10,000 pop. So we're, like, in pretty early game still. That will still be in Unity? Well, there you go. I think that the thing is that pre-rendered trailer that they put out for City Skylines 2 looks like Unreal Engine is the problem. I think that's where that maybe came from. Because it does look like Unreal Engine. What, the intro movie was probably made in Unreal? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but maybe. Man, I kinda want to just have like an exposed open spot there. Fucking Star Wars was made in Unreal? Yeah. Yeah, Unreal's kind of wild, actually. It's a very over-designed building, but I think this looks kind of cool. This will be my canteen. We'll have, like, tables out here. I don't know how much they'll use these tables out here. Aw. Siri's not connected. Oh, man. Oh, I see. I see the part that the game doesn't like. This. That's probably the thing it doesn't like. Oh, come on, am I not allowed to make 2 separate rooms? Boo. See if it lets me do it this way. Yeah, that lets me do. Just doesn't let me put a door there. Gonna have to import some pottery for this. And some metal from the looks of things. That's a pretty good little canteen. Room will be blocked. Layout room will make it more expensive to construct and maintain. The yellow squares denote... Interesting, hold on. That's kind of neat. It's a bummer. You know, screw it. We'll go with 95% efficiency because I just think that this looks real cool. What am I exporting? Wood, currently. Right, well, I do have cut stone sitting here still. So I need pottery. Yeah, wood and livestock, and sometimes grain when people buy it. It was basically 0. 6. It's better than vegetables. It depends on where you are. The value of items for a region is shown when you settle. Trees are pretty heavily valued here. Well, looks like we do still have some metal lying around too. That's good. We also apparently have pottery lying around, so maybe I don't need to import pottery. We'll see. Recently, no, Alex, but in the past few years, yeah. I don't generally check. So here's the thing. Like, I stream what? 3 days a week consistently, and I'm trying to add Mondays back into the schedule, by the way. But 3 days a week consistently, and I follow the world news and such Saturday, like Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and Mondays. But unless I'm camping, in which case I completely shut off and ignore the internet's existence, with the exception of posting photos for a few days. So I pay very close attention, like 3 days a week, 4 days a week, maybe. But the other 3 days, no, not so much. So I haven't paid attention. I haven't really looked since Saturday. So I don't know if that counts as closely, but. Here's the dev stating its unity. There you go. Also. Thank you, True Freak. But then again, you know, there's more than one war going on and more than There's more than one war going on and more than one war that I follow, so. I think I pay more attention to world events than some people give me credit for. Right, so this is a canteen. So this is basically just like a place where people can go get food. They'll just stock it up with food. And it's also, oh, it's gonna take coal. I need to import coal then. This one just has a lot of 4K video. The war on TikTok, as they say. TikTok and Instagram. But yeah, I don't know. I find that the subject of the war doesn't really come up, or at least rather Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine doesn't often come up in the chat for two reasons these days. One, I think people are just kind of exhausted about hearing about it. Two, I think that the times that it does come up, it's because people who live in Ukraine are in chat and they want to talk about it. But there's also like quite a number of people from Russia who watch this stream. And to put it bluntly, I kind of just feel bad for them having to apologize all the time. Or like, I know it's like this person who's in chat is from Russia, and it's like, I know that they're like plugged into the news and a smart person, and it's just like, I just feel bad. It's not that people watch to get away, it's people watch for something different, which I guess is kind of the same thing. That's expensive. How much is it to make coal? Crude charcoaler. 250, that's cheap. Yeah, we can do that. We'll put the charcoaler over here. It's industry. It's dirty industry, but it's industry. Require stone or metal? Clay. Okay. I might have some clay lying around. Has to be storage. I'm so fucking sorry. What now? That's psychotic. Suited. Wonder how much it costs them to make a shot of that stuff. I mean, that's something that's not super relevant to me because that'll still be covered here, but. I mean, to put it politely, that's fucking dark. At least our clothing supply is going up now in this base. Megacorp's gonna Megacorp? Yep, this is true. You know, I feel like this is the one of the most underrated early access games on Steam. It's like, yeah, there's games that have sold worse than this, but this game is, like, you never hear any press about this game whatsoever. Case of the bleeding fever. I'm sure that's one. that importing is going. Sweet, so you get 224 charcoal inbound. So once this has charcoal, which it does now, they will just cook up meals out of different materials. And then people can go there and they can get meals, and that will kind of drastically improve general happiness. So they'll come in here and they will get meals. Whoopsies. Slow the game down a little bit. They'll come in here and they'll get food, and they'll go up to the canteen and they'll eat those very delicious brown pots of whatever that is, and they'll take it over there and they go blah 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 blah, like they do with everything, and then they eat it. He most likely died of liver disease. That's a huh. Sure, freak. And Hep B, well, that doesn't surprise me. I quite like the way this little tavern looks. This is all housing down here. This is like prime real estate. You know, you get like the central plaza, the well, big old campfire and canteen. You can run through the canteen and go to the other campfire, take a bath at the well, listen to people performing on stage. Kind of a lovely little spot, really. Crime rates are rising, though. It's 20% crime rate. That's kind of bonkers. Do you mean 3 millimeters or 3 meters? That seems like a lot. Oh shit, I'm out of cotton. I guess that means that I finally got my cotton running well. Get more of these orcs working in the cotton farms. This should be a vegetable farm. Yeah, I don't even. Well, I mean, one of my hairs isn't 3 meters of long, but if you were to take all of my hair and like put it on the ground lengthwise, like, oh yeah, it would definitely stretch longer than 3 meters. I feel like everybody in that day partied hard because, not to be strange, but like, what else would you do? Like in the time of the world where Beethoven was alive, what was there to do aside from like drink, smoke, and fuck? Like really, what else was there to do? You can think of anything, I'd love to know. Die young, yeah. And people did, frequently. Alright, so how the fuck did I run out of food? I beg your goddamn pardon? Huh. Let's just import bread. This bread's cheap. What the shit? I'll sell some livestock. Livestock is OP, by the way. If you can get livestock to sell, like 290, 260 per, like that's where you make the money. You sell some livestock. You got 1,700 bread inbound. You got meats in there. We still got rations. Okay, we just got to harvest because we're at that time of year now. There we go. Food's going back up. That's what I like to see. That was a little anxiety-inducing. What the fuck? Ran out of food at the end of that year. Time passes in this game so fast, especially when you have it cranked up like I do. Did I re-employ the farmers? Yeah, I'm turning the numbers up. Slowly. But the problem is I still don't have unlimited workforce, so... And it still takes like a couple of years for them, or not a couple of years, but it takes a full year for the increased workforce to really have an effect. Got 21 migrants that want to migrate. 9 dwarves. I'll take the dwarves. Need more housing. Thing is they want to be housed close to where they work. So let's go down to this. Or no. House. House. Okay, that's done up there. That's what we need. Place one right there. That. That'll give us a bunch more little apartments. Oh yeah, this game, well, this game fluctuates. You'll go up, you'll hit a roadblock, you'll lose a bunch, and then you'll go up. Like, I hit like 550 and then dropped back down to 300 because I had a disease breakout and like a mini famine and a housing supply issue all at like the same time. But yeah, when things balance out, you skyrocket up pretty quick in this. And then you will inevitably hit a roadblock, and then it'll tank again, and then it'll rinse and repeat. But I should stop importing everything and just work on making income for a little bit. How much does clothing sell for? Clothing only sells? Really? That seems low. Can sell some clothing though. No, I've done very little military conquest because the military stuff in this game is like the least developed part of this game, and it's the part that I enjoy the least, so. So it's the part that I've interacted with the least, and also, like, I haven't played this game in about a year, really. And a year ago, the military stuff was even less developed and very buggy, so no, I haven't. Also, like, I don't know how well you know me at this point, Alex, but I'm not super big on conquest in games. I'm much more I'm the guy who wins with religion in Civ. Like, I'm not super big on just kill the, well, to quote the lyrical master, Edsel Dope of the band Dope, kill the fucking enemy. Kill the fucking enemy. Burn the motherfuckers to the ground. From the song Burn by the band Dope. I'm not really that much of a fan of that kind of gameplay in games like this. Like, I'll do it, but it's not my first choice. Especially if it's like the least developed part of the game, like this game. Also, I've been listening to Dope recently. I don't know. They're terrible and I like them. You like defensive sims? Gotcha. I'm trying to like think of a joke that I could make out of that and I can't. I can't say it. Oh, wait, no, that's not the right tool. Aiming for dig canal, but I hit water. Running out of water to dig. This will increase fertility quite considerably. You prefer Sims that drown because they don't have a ladder? Well, that's the most entertaining part of that game. That's why they let you marry death. But yeah, I don't know. I guess to kind of to wind the conversation back around to where we started here, I don't know if I have the right approach to this job. I don't know if I'm even remotely going in the right direction with, you know, how I run my bullshit ethics and how I manage things and how I, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like my way of streaming is a dead-end road to inevitable falling out of any kind of relevance. I have this weird feeling that's going to happen to me eventually. But, you know, it'll be fun while it lasts. Okay, let's get rid of all that and all this. Had good success recently? Yeah, well, I mean, I've existed longer than a lot of people. Well, I mean, why would I ride the wave of new sim games? I'm only going to ride the game or only play the games that I like, right? And a lot of games are, you know, I'm going to use an example. 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus. They're games that are largely very similar, that exist just so that they can sell you another $100 in DLC, and are incremental improvements on a previous formula with a new set of puns. Not all sim games are worth supporting. And the games that I do genuinely enjoy playing have a microscopic audience on this website, with the exception of Dwarf Fort. Like, even this game. Like, nobody's fucking looking for streams of this game. If there is anybody, there's like maybe 10 of them. Also, like, nobody else streams this game for that matter. I really want to bring like this almost like 100 possible migrants in, but food's a little sketchy. I think. How much is it to import cucumbers? 20? My ass, fuck that. What, this? Popping up in your Steam queue? I suppose. Like, there's a game that I got key for recently. Made by a single developer, from what I can tell. One dude. And it's called Full Gear. And I need to make another tomb or another graveyard because this one's full. But it's called Full Gear is the name of it. And I haven't streamed it yet because I know that probably very few people will stick around for it. And I'm waiting for a day when I have a bunch of people watching so I can mess around with it, or just mess around with it off stream. The game has 2 reviews on Steam and looks really ugly. But mechanically, it looks super interesting. And that's all I really care about. But even within my niche, even within my own niche, it's still hard to convince people to watch games sometimes. Dwarf Fortress is like the one example to that, the one exception to that rule. The orcs are extremely happy right now. But we don't have enough food to feed those extras, so. Take them. Keep an eye on that housing number. Which is this. These are the number of homeless residents we have. Yeah, no, the orcs are happy because they all have clothing. That's why the orcs are happy. And also because I'm kind of specializing in their favorite industry, which is farming. Every time your computer makes the Outlook sound, yeah, that's fair. Accident is just a workplace incident, so something broke, something failed, and a bunch of people are hurt kind of deal. Jazz, thanks for chucking a sub at Ghost Wizards. Ghost Wizards, congratulations. You now have ad-free viewing on my channel if you choose to show up. Here's dude. Zero days, that's not true. Days go by in this game really quickly. And if I hover over this. We're on year 17, day 4. Also, thank you very much for the first notification of money in an hour. Yes. Rolling into day 5, minus 8 degrees, whatever units they're using. Really hope that's Celsius. That's fucking cold. I also need to make more farm fields. Specifically more veggie farms. Which means this next winter or this next year we're gonna have very little in the way of veggie harvest, but next year we're gonna have a ton. So I just built all of these. Although that one can go away. Because it was one too far over. They can go start working on these now. And also copy things from this screen here so you can get a really good view if they're lining up or not. The Dr. Pibb of beers. Someone needs to help out Alex so they can have real beer. I don't know. I think that is a lovely rendition of an MS Paint version of my beer mode. Thanks, Rev. Cheers, dude. Appreciate you. See, it's another accident. Many injuries, mass hysteria. People screaming in the streets. You love that MS Paint beer? Yeah, I chat did a great job on it. My follower emotes are all just drawn by people in chat, so. You know, on average, like 5,000 to 12,000 beers are posted in my chat per day. It's far and away my most used emote. Far and away. Ah, that's not true. Ghost, you would have figured it out eventually. You would have figured it out eventually. This game's not so bad. Or Dwarf Fort's not so bad. That's a very lovely duck emote. It's almost like it lives on my desk. I can't like even begin to describe how dumb it is. I have a second channel with its own emotes. Getting 2 paychecks from Twitch this month was the weirdest thing I think that's ever happened to me since I started streaming. That's not true. One of the weirder things that I've done. You're more of a wine person? Well, we won't whine about it, don't worry. Alright, well, we're rolling into spring now. Rolling into spring now. Okay, we're just gonna import some veggies. I do actually have some money sitting around, so let's not import too many, but we're gonna import some. Let's try and tide us over for next year. Let's see, how many livestock can I sell? I'm gonna have some. There we go. 864 veggies being imported. Is this an epic village? So the last upgrade is King, which is 10,000 population. I have 761. We're not even 10% of the way there. So, I don't know. You'll be the judge. But it's even kind of hard to judge for me because like this game's changed so much in the time that I've played it. These will get seeded once we have veggies. That's why I'm importing some so that I don't have to worry so much about food supplies. I'm gonna get dumped over here in a minute. It's funny because I think that this is a particularly ugly. I don't like the way that housing works in the game now. The housing used to just be like any other building where you'd like place a house and then you'd place a bed in it and you'd place other stuff in it and then you'd place it. So it made it way easier to make unique little houses, and I would literally like make every single house look unique. Now they're like forced into these really rigid shapes, and I find it really hard to make unique looking houses. It used to be a lot more easy. What, this? Lucarius? I mean, that's fair. I mean, like, a lot of the enjoyment of this game is just watching the anthill operate. Yeah, I miss the... If there was, like, 8 or 9 different little shapes that I could have for those, I would like them a lot more. Just send me an MP3 and just send it to me via DMs on Discord. Set it up after stream. Now, my goal for today is to get up to 1,000 population if possible, but I need more food. Currently, kind of bad. We're gonna do another set of fields up here. No, it's not that mind-boggling. Oh, cool. Well, guess I'm broke again. Minus 73. Okay, well, don't import things for a bit then. They're planting all of these. Those vegetables that we just imported. This game's made in Java? Yes. That is in fact what this game is made in. My knee-jerk response was to say it's made in Sweden because the guy who makes it Swedish, but I mean the developer for this is a Java web developer, so that kind of makes sense. The weirdest thing ever, there's a little city builder called City State. It's kind of SimCity 2000-ish looking. I was playing it and I'm like, man, this game's real cool. And then I alt-tabbed. Game runs in HTML5. That was one of the weirdest moments of my life, was just being like, wait a second, this is an HTML application? And then I went into the game folders and it's literally just notepad files. It's like literally just .txts. It was the weirdest thing ever. You should try and stay alive. Dying seems like a bad way to live. I was gonna say, Bedrock hasn't been Java for a long time. Okay, I'll take the 41 new people to live here. People are buying my wood again, which is nice. Try and just cram stuff together a little bit more than I should, maybe. Make that work. Cram something in here. Yeah, kind of. You know the game called Crosscode? It's written in nothing but HTML5. Oh, really? Crosscode's written in that? I mean, I never played it, but I watched Morag stream that. I think it was Morag. I watched somebody stream that. I don't know anything about Minecraft, so I have no horse in this discussion. Minecraft is Minecraft. It's okay. There's only 85 homeless people in this town right now, which is actually pretty okay. In comparison to real life, yeah, that's pretty alright. Got 425 wood for sale. Even more wood for sale. Anybody want to buy my wood? By selling some more livestock. 3 for sale. Not much. We're gonna have no cloth and no clothing for a little bit once these all finish up, because people are gonna move in. Really, nobody wants to live there, eh? Okay. I guess that's probably because they want to live down here, so. And I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go, well, and I'm going to go hearth. There we go. Let's see if some people move into those. Yeah, there we go. They want to live close to where they work, right? Well, see you later, Boreas. Good night. We'll be on tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Say something nice to someone. Holy shit, I've been live for 10 and a half hours. Holy shit, it's 7:20. When did that happen? Oh my god. What a goddamn mess. Yeah, I was gonna say that the one, like, since you guys are just saying Minecraft in regards to, like, games that run in Java, Minecraft is not a good example because Minecraft Java runs like ass. Have you ever seen an ass try to run? Not very effective. Boy, howdy, does it run like shit. Your workload is low. We're gonna drop you down a little bit. There we go. Want them to be at 100% workload, because currently they're not. Guess it takes a moment for it to recalculate. Regardless, though, they got me a bunch more workers. Oh boy, I got more herbs than I know what to do with. Those sell for anything decent? 7? Eh. Sell some herbs. Plenty of rations. Min render distance for 15 minutes before crashing. Yep. Yeah, it sounds about right. Remember running it in a browser and building too much and crashing my web browser. Yeah, that's how long it's really been since I last played Minecraft. The last time I really played Minecraft, it was a browser game. Like, does anybody else here remember when Minecraft was a browser game where you just spawn blocks in and like you could download maps from a web interface? That's my Minecraft. You're playing Minecraft right now, Pseudonym? Gotcha. I mean, plenty of people play Minecraft all the time. You had a thumbstick you passed around for the web version? I went camping once, and we brought a generator and 4 laptops and a tower PC, ran a server on the tower PC and everything else off the generator, and according to my friend's dad, it cost him about $800 in gas. Which is maybe one of the most wasteful things I've ever done in my life, but it was a fun evening. An MMO Dwarf Fortress in HTML5? I mean, it wouldn't be Dwarf Fortress, for one thing. I mean, it would sound horrendous because Dwarf Fortress is designed in such a way that it, you know, here's the thing. So I have people asking me about multiplayer Dwarf Fortress kind of weirdly frequently. Fortunately, less recently, but kind of weirdly frequently people ask about multiplayer Dwarf Fortress. There's multiple mods that make Dwarf Fortress into a co-op game. They're all shit. I mean, they work, but that game is not set up or designed to be played like that, to a point where, to put it politely, it is unpleasant to play that game like that. Like, it is not fun. So I don't fully understand why people are like, say things like, what if Dwarf Fortress if it was an MMO? It's like, congratulations, you've ruined Dwarf Fortress in one sentence. One of the things that makes it so fucking special is the fact that it's got none of that. I also played RimWorld multiplayer, yeah. I don't know if you were asking me that, but I have. And I would argue to say that, I would dare to say that Dwarf Fortress is worse. I mean, like, those mods are a neat novelty, and I'm not going to knock them for that. They're certainly kind of cool for a little bit. But that's about it. They last for maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes, and then you're like, cool, I never want to do this again. You know, pineapples. You're totally correct. And the thing that I like to also like mention when this subject comes up is, you know, it's a much more reasonable demand for a game is those meme reviews that say thumbs down, add sex. That you see on games every now and again. Or thumbs up, add sex. Great game, add sex. It's quite literally the same. Although this game on its to-do list, okay, so this game has one of the best features on its like upcoming features, like long-term roadmap thing. This game has hookers and blow on its roadmap. Just one of my favorite things in a video game roadmap. It's like what far down, like far away features, pie in the sky features, hookers and blow. It's just funny. But no. Dude's moving into housing. Kinda wanna just nuke this fruit farm. And not a reward for the devs? Okay, so this isn't the case anymore. I checked a little while ago. Factorio's developer now used to have a now hiring page on their website. And I remember a friend of mine sending it to me because he was looking for a job in the games industry, and he goes, and he lived close to where like they are based, and he's just like, yo, I should apply for this studio because this sounds great. And their job application included, it's like must know like this programming, like to have at least like some experience in game development, and then it's like also it is a requirement to work for us. It is required that you enjoy going to strip clubs on lunch break and drinking Czech beer. There's something about that just like made me crack up laughing. It's just like I love it when like developers can just publicly not take themselves seriously and have a sense of humor. That or they're problematic as fuck. And it's like there's no in between. How can I say no to that? It's like, right? It's like drinking beer and going to like the club on my lunch break. All right, I'm in. It's just funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm just amused by toxic workplace culture, but there's something about that was just really funny when I saw it. I think I can literally just hold control and do this. I need room copier. 8hand, thank you very much for the 3rd month. Welcome back. Here's dude. Or is that a bonus that comes with the job? You know, I'll be honest, I never applied, so I didn't get all of the details on that part of working at whatever the name of the studio that makes Factorio is. Yeah, I know they removed that around the... That was like pre the game being on Steam. It was quite a while ago. It's going to be a new warehouse. It's going to be primarily for wood, I think. Some food, but primarily wood. We really need to increase food supplies. Jack, can I get a couple beers for that resub, by the way? Or the prime resub. Thanks for keeping the sub count up. Cheers, Ham. Oh no, well that's not good. Bad harvest season. Money also sucks currently. Great. I'm also knocking out a whole wall on the side of this. Need another janitor down here too. Fortunately, it looks like we're still getting an okay harvest, even if the rains have slipped. I don't have as far to go now, which is good. This just needs to be constructed. That just needs to be constructed. That down and that down. That down. That down, that down, that down. And just increase wood. Just gonna be a wood storage spot. I can keep track of how much wood I have in storage. This is just gonna be a full-time wood exporter. I'm gonna put a bunch of wood farms over here. Also, I'm starting to think that we're not going to get a patch for Dwarf Fort until after PAX East. Not to be a massive bummer or anything, chat room, but it's starting to be kind of doubtful that we're going to get a patch before PAX East. 'Cause PAX East is this weekend. If we don't get a patch by, like, tomorrow, I don't think we're going to get one. This is going to be a full-time job. Patch East. Yeah, well, the devs have to go patch East. So how are we going to get a patch before PAX East? Okay, well, these have all been... Have a way for your subjects to cool down? Well, we do have plenty of water and wells. More like lack of patch East. Need a few more workers. Let's drop you down. Just need a few odd jobbers. Well, I could just accept the 38 dudes that want to join. Don't have that much food. I really need to have money first. I'm really glad that I settled somewhere that had wood scarce. That was actually purchasing wood at a decent amount, because this is the one thing that's keeping us functional right now. Is the fact that I can just output all of the wood from these areas that I clear cut. like, now I can just go over here and I can just clear cut this on this side. We can just do it again. Go up here, clear cut this. Go over here, clear cut that. As long as I don't cut all of the trees off of the entire map, we'll get trees growing back. But you basically have to do that, like, all at once. Which is pretty hard to do. It's easier to do on, like, desert maps, but a map like this, not so much. You hate English? Yeah, I agree. Pretty crappy language. Okay, we'll take the migrants now. Super duper gonna run out of food. Try to import bread. Because I have no money currently, I can't. Let's try and import some animals. See how many we have for sale. 3. Not many. Couple. What else can I sell? If I increase my tailors and my clothing a little bit, maybe we could start up like selling clothing. This game is like almost a spreadsheet disguised as a city builder. Their loyalty's a little low. Make me homeless. Maybe tossing some housing down here would help. Feel bad for these two right here. They're gonna have their front door is going to be a a creek. Step out, waterlogged. Let's go. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't understand why people would play Anno when this game exists. Combat's better than Anno. It doesn't lag like Anno. Scratches the exact same itch as Anno. It's less specific in its layout requirements than Anno, but I almost think that's a benefit. Okay, how's wood exports doing? 150 for sale. Nobody buying though. Uh-oh. Maybe I flooded the market. We're running out of vegetables.
69. Oh my.
Nice.
Hey guys.
For those of you who don't know, Flavabox is the first person to ever subscribe to this channel. Cheers, mate. Well, thank you very much for keeping that sub alive for a 69th month. Hope things have been well, dude. One day worth of food left. We're about to run out of food. And they never stopped? Yeah. I mean, come on. If you're number one, how could you ever stop? There we go. We're selling some wood. I'm really digging this music. It's such a jam. Like, there's just enough music in this game that it doesn't get boring. I do wish there was more of it, though. A group of Kryptonians have decided to leave your city. Renouncing their citizenship and your rule, this is a sign of weakness. Make sure that you increase your loyalty. Well, I mean, I do not have enough food, so, you know, maybe that's for the best, actually. Loyalty 59, oh boy. I like also how they leave, and then the ones that are left are like, I'm happy. Look at that. Like, suddenly the loyalty spikes back up. It's like, great. Awesome. Nothing of value was lost. Better without you. Hey, Cooler. But I'm good to hear, Flava. And then look, like 18 more want to join. Great. It's almost like they left because we had a food problem, and then them leaving fixed the food problem. Now we need more workers, so welcome to the new ones. Fantastic. I don't see no problem here. We also imported some more bread just now, so that's also excellent. Got 1,100 inbound, so we'll be fine for food. Trying to outbound some more wood. Wait, how much can I sell pelts for? Actually, are you... Okay, you're currently selling livestock, or trying to. We're gonna sell leather instead, because leather actually sells pretty good. Anger Forest looks pretty farmy. Did I not update the title? Oh, jeez. It didn't update. Well. Mubby. I did update the title. At least the game updated. That looked exciting. Eh, it was just an overnighter. It probably looked way more exciting than it actually was. It was only like, I don't know, 800 meters from a ski hill. But yeah, it was fun. It's a mountain I've been up many times. A lovely little mountain. It's called Mount Seymour if you want to look it up. Increase the amount of bread we can have in stock up there. Like, literally just fixed my entire living issue just now. Now we're getting more fruit. All put away. All this stuff needs to get put away. Or it goes bad. Still harvesting more. Good thing that new population increase arrived just in time for the harvest season. Pretty good timing, if you ask me. Also, serious shoutouts to Cooler for just randomly drawing that mug design for me. Was not expecting that. Looks great. A bunch of people have picked it up already. Cooler's art is slowly taking over the world. Down here. Give them a little hearth. A very empty stage. The first person to post a photo of the new mug wins virtual brownie points from you. I don't think anybody's had it arrived yet. Because, I mean, it was only added to the store yesterday, so... Give it like 3-4 days. Making another table down there at the bottom. hearth. I do appreciate that the developer made the hearths look less like helicopter landing pads. Because for a good long while there, they just straight up looked like helicopter pads. Can you go to war in this game? Yep, combat's kind of like a weird mix of Total War. Well, actually, I would say it's like a simplified Total War style of combat. But I'm not there's also like auto-resolve world map conflicts. I'm not a big fan of combat in my city builders, so generally when people attack me, I just kind of throw money at them and tell them to leave me alone. Generally. Which works for me. But yes, there is combat in this game. I can show you a thing in a sec. After I do this. This is the world map. So this is where I am. These are all different states and provinces, which all have their own populations and armies and whatnot. And you can, like, send your province army. Like, this is my settlement, right? My settlement is what, like 700 people right now? But, like, the province itself has 32,000 population. If we get wealthy enough and successful enough and have enough economy, I can hire them to go attack the other provinces around here, and then we can earn income from their taxes, because like my taxes, which I've barely even started messing around with because I don't actually have any regional power yet. Once I start to gain regional power, I can start taxing this region and making money just off of its existence and the things that it's naturally exporting, which currently appears to be grain, fruit, clay, stone, and livestock and mushrooms and other things. And then I can tax those and make money off of them, and then use that to pay people to go attack the other things and slowly take over everything. But you confuse this game with Caves of Cud. Thing of Thing, Songs of Six, Caves of Cud, Apples to Apples, Dust to Dust. Makes sense. Fix the housing issue. Rolling into winter. Bringing in an extra 45 people. Money rising. Let's import some more bread. Forts of Dwarves, yes, definitely. Totally the name of a video game. We need to unlock fancier roads. Let's make a little pavilion here. Bench, humidifier, statue. Things that will just slowly make them a little bit happier. Little bit at a time. I don't actually know if I have enough cut stone. Hope I do. And we already made those two, so something. Gotta have a bunch of bread inbound because I'm suddenly broke again. Yeah, 5,400 inbound, great. Nobody's buying my stuff. God damn it. How many livestock I could sell? Hey, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. 17 livestock for sale. Hell yeah. I love how I put my livestock up for sale and the price drops. Because there's just like, I'm just like immediately flooding the market with cattle. But if somebody bites and buys those, I make a killing. Also, the reason I keep on immediately clicking out of the slaver screen is both of like the factions I have in this place hate slavery. So if I were to just be like, yo, slaves, they'd be like, fuck you, you die now, and we leave, bye. And so then I end up with a bunch of pissed off slaves and no population left. Also, it's funny that you say that, Cooler, because Fort of Dwarves is actually a video game. Believe it or not, Fort of Dwarves is a video game. It's on Steam. I think it's 30 bucks or 20 bucks or something. Kind of looks like 3D No Moria, but really ugly. Dev sent me a key ages ago. I don't think I ever actually played it. But anyway, chat. We haven't quite made my goal yet, but city is progressing nicely. We've done some little expansions around the edges. I've been streaming for just under 11 hours, and I'm starting to get hungry. So I think it's time for me call it. So if you want, you can say goodbye, YouTube. For this game, I don't think I got you guys to say hi, YouTube, but I'll place the save down. Overwrite this. Exit to main menu. I just got a crash error, even though I just hit the exit button. I guess that's what I get for closing the video game. Output, crash error. Cool. Chat room, it is